Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it don't work without you guys. So here we are. We are right now finding out that Mike Nolan is now going to be hired as the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. Um, so this thing is coming together really fast. We know Mike Martz is now going to be our head coach. He's getting a 5-year deal, same type of deal, I'm assuming, as Jason Garrett. He had a 5-year, $30 million deal. So we'll see what that works out to. I mean, that was $6 million a year we were paying Jason Garrett, and Mike Nolan being our defensive coordinator. Mike Nolan, who is currently or was currently the linebacker coach with New Orleans Saints, and he's been working with my boy, my buddy Demario Davis, who plays lights out. You got to think that when you look at the toughness of the defense of New Orleans, the way they fly around to the ball, that's definitely going to be a good thing. He was part of the Baltimore Ravens as defensive coordinator, I believe 2000 and 2004, dealing with the Ray Lewis. So this could mean great things for Jalen Smith. As far as that, I would like to see a more aggressive defense than what we've been having, of course, lately. Lately, it seems like we're kind of more laid back and yada, yada, yada. But we need to get more aggressive. We need to get better at taking the football away. There's some things, people look at our offense and say, oh, we need to go out and get this guy. Let's get Antonio Brown. Our offense has not really been the problem, per se. The problem has been running things at the right time. And more than anything else, some of the things that have hurt us have been, hidden yards, like field position. Field position is big. And when you can get takeaways, a la, like, say, New England, who had well over 30 some takeaways, getting 2 and 3 takeaways a game, it changes the complexion of a game. When you look at how poorly our special teams played, and we're starting drives like in the Rams, first 3 drives, 13-yard line, 10-yard line, 3-yard line, it makes it difficult for your offense to score. If you get a defense that gets to be more aggressive, that can stop the run in the middle, that takes the ball away, that can stop guys, so you end up having a short field, it helps your offense. And for too long, with the exception of 2018, it's been basically our offense has been saving our defense's ass and having to outscore other teams. We need a defense that does the exact opposite. That our defense, you are happy that they're out on the field because they're going to make some magic happen. They're going to force a fumble. They're going to take the ball away. They're going to get you in a good position to win. And a lot of people will look and say, well, look, I'm tired of these old guys and things. We need new vision. Well, that may be true, but I at least like the fact that the guys that we have hired have had experience, have put and spent their times in dues. I mean, putting in their dues and having different perspectives around. When you've played with different teams, when you've coached at different teams, you've been around the block, you've seen a lot of things as opposed to just being part of the Dallas Cowboys. The Jason Garrett era is finally over, and I am looking forward to what we have now. The reality is it doesn't matter who you hire. It's all going to be a different situation with each coach. But I, for one, right now, I am happy that we are trying to do some different things than we've been doing in the past. So make no mistake, it's still tough no matter what you do. But I'm happy with the moves we've made thus far. So we'll have to wait and see how it all works out. But Mike Nolan is going to be our defensive coordinator. And of course, we know that Mike Martz is going to be our head coach. One other thing I will put out there is I think we're seeing the evolution of the Dallas Cowboys front office. It's been a mom and pop organization for the Dallas Cowboys for the longest time. And the problem with that is the Dallas Cowboys have always been hiring guys that they know. They like that comfort, like having people who have been part of the organization. Jason Garrett, 20 years of being with the Dallas Cowboys, per se. And the problem with that is they are family. They have that same perspective of everything that is. Well, as great as it was during the 90s, that time has passed. And it's better to get people that you are not tied to on a personal level in here that have different perspectives. The fact that you've got a Mike Nolan who's not tied to Mike McCarthy is good because he's going to have a different perspective than what Mike McCarthy will have. And when you start putting all these multiple ideas, including the ones with the Dallas Cowboys, then together you might come up with a better plan that is greater than the sum of its parts, if I said that the correct way. But I believe all these things are definitely a good thing. Time will tell whether or not it works or not. But the fact that the Cowboys are now going away from hiring former Cowboy players or former Cowboy coaches, to me, is going to lead to different things and lead to a totally different look. We'll have to wait and see what schemes that we're going to be running. I know there's knocks on these guys, but I think there'd be knocks on any guys that you hire. When you think of, people will say, well, grab this college coach because look at his track record. Well, some of that you have to kind of look at and say is skewed, because if you're, say, Nick Saban, you're getting the top talent and you have guys that are third string on your roster that could start at lesser schools. In the NFL, it's not that way. Everybody has great players. So it becomes who can actually coach up better than other times. Sometimes it's schemes. Sometimes it's making sure there's no time on the clock for other guys. Sometimes it's clock management. And a lot of times it's just surprising other teams and doing things where they're not thinking you're going to do. I like these things. I think they're going to be good for our team. Like I said, time will tell. And I don't think it really matters what you do. Some people aren't going to be happy regardless, but we'll see what the results are next year. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that you guys tune in tonight to our live stream. I think we're going to have a great time, and hope to see you there. I'm Mark Holmes, and see you soon.